Hey, I watched the newly released on Netflix Trainwreck, the Woodstock 1999 debacle docu-series. At first I'm thinking it's a little disingenuous. It really overlooks Woodstock 1994, which I do recall, but I have no recollection of Woodstock 99. I was working on a farm that summer, living with my grandparents, and they didn't have access to the internet. That really made it easy for me to stay out of the loop on current events. But this series does a well enough job documenting the failure that was this 3-day music festival. Really, you have this conflicting issue between two founders. You have the hippy-dippy co-founder of Woodstock who wants peace and love and harmony and let's replicate that vibe from back in the day, versus corporate greed dude, who took advantage of the captive attendees, taking away all of their stuff, making them buy $8 bottles of water, and what do you know, there's a riot. Yeah, it turns out when it is 100 degrees outside and you're making people pay hand over fist for water, while also raising the temperature with new metal acts that encourage mayhem and disorder, shouldn't surprise you when full-blown anarchy ensues. Now, they talk to a good amount of people who are associated, attendees, people working the Peace Patrol, and their sort of makeshift, half-assed security team. It's amazing how there were so many older folk who had went to Woodstock, and they're like, we're gonna paint flowers over here, and this is an art exhibit, yeah, this is gonna be so peaceful. And there is a lot of nakedness in a docuseries, probably a record, and I'm sure Netflix is proud of that. And though the series concludes by saying that there are no plans to bring back Woodstock, I think it is very doable in today's climate. You just have to learn from a few lessons here. You don't want to plan for a time that's too hot. You don't need to have a captive audience. Let them come and go. They don't need to camp on site. Let them leave, go to a hotel room, and if they want to, maybe there can be some camping grounds. Let them bring in their bottled water, but also sell some to them if they don't want to go out and get any. It's called charging for a convenience factor. Keep in mind that the rowdy white boys and their mosh pits are not a thing anymore. Nu metal is dead, and much to the surprise of many, I think you have to agree that rock and roll is dead as well. The acts that would populate a new Woodstock: hip-hop and country, electronic. That's about it. In fact, we kind of do have Woodstock. It's called Coachella and Stagecoach. Though they tell you differently, our partiers are more conservative. They don't want anarchy, they don't want to burn stuff down, they don't want to end up persecuted on TikTok, have their employer find out about their shenanigans and get canceled by the culture. But I still think the Woodstock name resonates with people. I don't know, maybe I'm just dreaming here, but do you guys think it would be possible to bring back Woodstock?
You just watched a video from my son. He's about 40 and lives in my basement, ladies. So subscribe her and notify the bell for ringing.
Okay, I said what you wanted me to say. Now do the goddamn dishes.